Hey everyone. So I'm at a cemetery called Riverview Cemetery in Clarksville, Tennessee. I was here probably when I first moved down here. And the reason I had come out was because I was trying to find this little grave. It's set up like a baby's crib, and the gravestone is inside the crib, but I never did find it. But I'm going to try again. And from the pictures I've seen online, the only thing I can tell is it's near a fence. So I came around right. The front is right towards that way, and I see this black fence here. So I'm just gonna go along this fence line, and if I don't see it, I'll just keep driving along the fence line because I don't know how else to find it because I can't find a section or anything. All I see is a picture. That's it. Here's one stone with a picture on it. Speaking of pictures. Donald Ray Black. July 8th, 1948 to December 24th, 1969. Boy, he wasn't very old. 21? I wonder... Well, rest in peace, Donald. Here's his picture. I wonder if he died in service. Gosh. There's probably a lot of those out here in Clarksville because the Army base is out here. The 101st Airborne. But everyone keeps calling it the Forgotten Grave. But I read it's in the back of the cemetery, and this is really the front of the cemetery. But still, you never know if they could be wrong. Look at that grave all the way there, all by itself. Where'd it go? There it is. Sitting there way over there all by itself. So I'm gonna just walk along this fence line a little bit, and then I'll just keep driving down the road and see if I could find anything. I wish I had a section number. But I think his name is David Lee Kelly. I don't know how old he was, but obviously an infant. But I hear that the crib itself, part of it blew away during a storm several years back. So hopefully there's anything left to it that I could see, because I really wanted to see it. It looked just like a crib. Alright guys, I'm going to walk along here and I'll be back if something interesting pops up. By the way, if you come out here, bring good walking shoes because it's very, very, very hilly. Okay, I'll be back if I come across anything. Here's one I found. This has got to be really old. This is actually an iron fence around it. But look at how old this is. Everything is rusted. Even you can't read the gravestone anymore. The statue is rusting away. Wonder how long this has been here. Wow. Just thought I'd show you. It's similar to this though, but it looks like a real crib. But yeah, it's something like that I'm looking for. Well, rest in peace to this unknown person that someone cared enough to protect. Okay, guys, this is it. This was it, because this is his name. And I think these are pieces of the crib. The crib is completely gone now. But it's David Lee Kelly, May 27th, 1977 to February 25th, 1978. So he wasn't, how old was he? 9 months old. But he had a beautiful little crib around the stone. The stone was sitting inside of it. But I don't know if there's pieces of this crib laying around here, or if this is just tree roots. But yeah, I did read that the crib itself, one of the walls of it came down and blew away during one of their storms, and that was many years ago. So I had a feeling the crib itself might be gone. I'll put a picture in though and show you what it looked like, what I saw, because someone did take a picture. But it's really funny. It's very hard to find the story on this little guy. But at least I found it, so I'm not looking around everywhere. So now I can just go on and look at some other graves. Man, 9 months old. That's the year my nephew was born. He was born January 1st, 1978. He was a New Year's baby. And he died at 15 years old on October 13th, 1993. Rest in peace, David. I know you're up there with God and the angels, and you're well protected now. And you probably don't need a crib anymore. Poor little guy. How horrible to lose a child like that, huh? I can't believe I noticed this, guys. I was looking for a crib. And I saw this wood pile, and I thought, I wonder if that's the crib that blew apart. But they must have taken it and junked it all. The cemetery must have done that. So, okay, guys, I'm going to move on. I'm going to see if there's anything interesting to look at here. I've been here before, and there are really a lot of old graves. But I'm going to look around since I'm here. Okay? So I'll be back if there's something that pops up that looks of interest. But once again, rest in peace, David. Here's a couple of children's stones. They're kind of right on top of each other, but that one, the second one there behind this one, looks like somehow it got moved. But this poor baby, 3 months old, it looks like. Violet Catherine McLean, June 1954 to September 1954. And then right behind June is this stone that says Charles W. Woolery, July 13th, 1954. So that baby could have been stillborn or died shortly after birth. That's so sad. Wonder if they're related because they're so close together and both children. Okay, let's move on. And yet another little one, guys. A couple of them. This is Edward. It says Edward. Baby of, I'm not sure what the first, I think it's T. Tandy or and J.T. Trapniner, 1943 to 1943, so that could also have been a stillborn baby. Right behind Edward is Elizabeth June Slate, May 5th, 1941 to October 18th, 1943. 2-year-old. You know, that's just so heartbreaking. And then, you know what's I don't like either is like these older graves that they're buried here all alone, these babies. Like, where's their mother or father? Because I'm sure they're probably not alive anymore, or maybe they are. But why aren't they buried next to their babies? Because I would want to be. But yeah, they're just here by themselves. Well, rest in peace, little ones. God's got you now. Here's an old grave that belongs to a 16-year-old boy. His name is Frank Bryant Jr., March 8th, 1933 to June 5th, 1949. They have a little lamb on his grave, too. Really hard to see these stones, guys. Rest in peace, Frank. I found this little roped off section, guys. See the rope all the way around it? Goes all the way around to where I'm standing. And there's a stone here with a lot of names, and it says, "They gave all in the defense of the Confederate State of America, and in their final hours on earth, they received tender loving care from Miss Blanche Lewis at the Clarksville Female Academy." And they got names listed from Alabama, Arkansas, Kentucky, Mississippi, Virginia, unknown whereabouts. It's just too hard to read all these names, but there's a ton of them on there. Now, there's also like a cannon there. Right there. And I don't know if these graves that are right outside the chain are related. I'm going to walk around here. Or this is just a memorial inside of it. God, it's really hard to walk in this cemetery. These hills are just... I don't know. It doesn't look like... This says, "God bless our mom." Annie Nesbitt, on earth, April 18th, 1929. In heaven, November 5th, 1981. Last name is Giant, beloved son and brother, so he outlived his parents, it looks like, maybe. See it. It says, on earth, July 8th, 1971. In heaven, May 30th, 1996. So he wasn't old either. 25 years old, maybe? I wonder if he was part of the war. 1971. I don't think there was no active wars. Well, Vietnam War, I think. Wasn't that in the 70s? Or was it over by the 70s? Ty, we love you. Tyler Bernard Lewis. December 13th, 1995 to July 22nd, 1994. So he wasn't old either. But let me walk along this chain link here, and after this one I'll just go back to my car and drive around a little bit. Here's the back of the cannon. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any actual graves in this section. It's just it's like a memorial to the soldiers. Look at all these tiny little graves. They've got to be all kids. All of these. I don't know. Same thing. Exact same wording and everything. So yeah, it's just... looks like just a memorial for them. There's the cannon, guys. And there's a statue. Looks probably like a soldier next to it. Okay, I'm gonna head back to my car. Where did it go? It's probably over the hill. I can't see. Oh, there it is. Okay, I'm gonna head back to my car. Here's another stone with a picture, guys. It says Robert E. Chester, September 23rd, 1944 to March 13th, 1996. It says Bobby, have faith in God. He was only like 52 years old. Not very old. So that's Bobby. Still heading back to my car. It's right there, guys. All right, I'll be back hopefully. Hey, I'm back, guys. So this cemetery, you know, it doesn't have a lot of monuments at all, but this one's always here in the center. I don't know who Evie Brown is. Here, I'll walk in there. Ugh. But this is a statue, I guess it's for Evie Brown. This always impressed me, because that's how you feel, you know, when you lose someone, that's for sure. But it says, Evie Brown, April 1848 to May 1916. I know that my Redeemer liveth. Acknowledging him in all her ways, she lived bravely, nobly, generously, and entered into immortality. Such a beautiful statue. And it looks like her family's with her, maybe. What? Her dates were April 1848 to 1916. This is A.R. Brown, 1837 to 1882. I don't know how they're related, but this is a whole Brown section here. Evelina Brown, Joshua Brown. So these are the Browns. I don't know if this is a Brown. These are one of those really old stones. Died in Nashville, May 5th, 1852. Born February 1st, 1835? That was young. Yeah, so just wanted to show you that stone, and then of course they have the flag here, and this is like the center of the cemetery. But this cemetery is really odd. They have another section over here, but I don't know how you get to this section. I don't think the road goes around here, like all the way around to here. I think it's blocked off, I think. But those are mostly all flat stones, it looks like, way down there. I don't see any monuments or anything. All the way down there, it's all flat stones. So I really won't go over there anyway. But I did see something else here that was very pretty. And then I think I'll go. I really came here to see that crib grave. I'm disappointed that that crib is totally obliterated, it looks like. But like I said, I'll put a picture of it in so you can see what it looked like. But here's one of those etched stones that I totally love. One of my favorite kind of stones. This might have been in my last video, but I don't remember it. It says Sims, service from 1967 to 1987, retired Lieutenant CFR. Oh yeah, he was a fireman. See the fireman in the middle with his head down? I think it's probably the Clarksville Fire Department. Very pretty. It says in loving memory, William Sidney Sims Jr., September 24th, 1939 to April 20th, 2004. Very pretty bird on there with a flower. So yeah, that's about all I can see from here. This is a very old section right here. Yeah, see, that road stops there. You can't drive down to the other section to get over there. You have to go out of the cemetery, I think, and drive in the other gate, which is so silly. They should connect them somehow. All right, I better get home. Sweet Pea's probably hungry. She wants her chicken. But thanks for coming back with me, guys. I'm disappointed about that crib being gone. But at least we visited. So you guys have a great day, okay? All the hills here are Bring your walking shoes. Talk to you guys later.